Hi friends, welcome back to my channel on Flutter. A while ago, we built a cross-platform finger painting app with bunch of options to be able to paint on this background image. So I've been asked by some friends out there how to save this image for example, in the image gallery. So in today's video, we'll be seeing how to save this image into the gallery or on our device. So here the first thing is we will work on adding the save icon here, and once I painted this thing with my with some colors that I chose here, and clicking on this will save this into my device. So this is a files app view on my device, on my Android device here, and I'm taking the Android device example to demonstrate this code recipe. And what's in the middle is the permission handler on Android. So here I will be using two plugins. First plugin to request the permissions that you see here, and another plugin to save this image into my device. And another one important thing I will be doing is how to save this image, like how to take this screenshot and convert into the PNG to be able to eventually save into here in this file. So there will be three things in this code recipe. One thing is how to convert this whole canvas, which I see here, into an image, into a PNG image, how to handle the permissions, and the third thing is how to save using a plugin into my device. Alright, so let's dive into the code. Okay, so first thing first, the dependencies. So as I said, we'll be using two plugins. One is for permission handler for Android, and second thing is image gallery saver plugin to save the name says, save the image into the image gallery. And at the iOS side, we will need to add this key, the NS photo library add usage description key as a privacy policy for iOS platform, which explains like why you need this permission or this functionality to save to access the photo library to add something to it. So these are the two things you have to make changes. And now back to our code. So this is the same file that we had in our first video before tutorial, where we built the whole app. And what the change we are doing here, the first change we are doing here, the stack we are wrapping into the Repaint boundary widget. So Repaint boundary widget keeps a list of the display list of these children, and so this helps us to take the screenshot of the whole screen what we are looking at. And another thing is the global key, as you see, so that so we can have a global key here. So why we need global key is to be able to access our Repaint boundary widget, to be able to get a reference to it, and to be able to save whatever the children list underneath is. So that's why we need the global key. Okay, so first thing is taken care, like we have a mechanism to take a reference, like what we want to save. So we have a hut image, and then we paint on it, which we did last time, like in custom paint, and now we want to save it. So first thing is we add in the fab options, we will add a save button, FAB here, as we had for another save. And in the on pressed of this fab option, we have save method _save, which is a private method to this particular file. So what we do in here, so first thing, we get the render repaint boundary. We get the render object, as we just saw in the global key, the reference, the screenshot, the screen that we have stack all our images and what we have painted it, and we get the current context and get the render object, the current existing list of children. And then what we do next is we convert into the image using this library UI. So you can see this one. What this UI is nothing but it's the inbuilt core .ui, which we are referencing as a UI. All right, so okay, so so we are back here. So we are converting into image. Now the next thing what we are doing, we are converting in this image into the byte data using, and also you are seeing some await and async, and as I said, we don't want it to be blocking operation, so everything is future and our asynchronous and unblocking request, so that it doesn't block our UI thread. And we convert into byte data, we convert into byte, and that's where we tell it to convert into PNG format, and we get the PNG bytes. So now we converted our whole this image right here, which is stored is referenced by global key as a PNG bytes. Now what we do is we request the permissions to be able to write to our device, to be able to store it. So in Android this is important. So what we are doing here, we are checking if the storage status is granted or not, and if it's granted, then if it's not granted, then ask for the storage permission. And and once if it's granted, then it goes here, and this is where we are using our plugin to store to the image gallery saver .save image, and we are storing these files, the PNG bytes, to our file name canvas image. You can also create a unique name for each image, but here I'm just using canvas image, and it will get overridden every time we do it. So that's all we do here. So what we did, three things we did: we have a global key and the permission handler, and the last thing is to be able to save that image into our on our device. So let's see. So let's run the code on our emulator here. Okay, so we are in our Flutter cookbook app, and the canvas example is right here, so we can click on it and can come to our canvas example. We can also choose to run it from here by uncommenting this block. Okay, so here is our image, and say I want to paint it like this. I just did a couple of strokes here. All right, and now I hit my save, and it asks me permission, and I allow, and it prints. So right now I'm just printing my file path right here, so it's saving into storage, emulated into canvas image. So how would I look it, how will I verify it in here? I will go in my files app on my emulator, so you can type files. This is okay, so this is my files app, and here my image got updated from the last time. So every time you save it there, it will be updated here. All right, and there is one more thing that you may want to remember, and permission in the Android folder. So in here you go inside Android and you go in the Android manifest, and make sure you have the read these permissions up there to be able to save it to the your device, the read external storage and write external storage. All right, so that's how we can save our images to our devices. And I hope you liked this video, and please feel free to share